Hello students, today we start a new topic in chapter number 2, module number 2, theodolite traverse, and the topic is closing error. So here in a closing error is a algebraic sum of the latitude should be 0 and algebraic sum of the departure should be 0. So we are already discussed about the latitude and departure in last lecture. So if closed traverse is plotted according to the field measurement and at the point of the traverse not coincide exactly with the starting point, means starting point and end point are not same, so some of the error is generated, it's called a closing error. So the error in the field measurement uh, of the angle or error in a measurement or also error in a measurement of the angle and distance, so such error is known as a closing error. So here one of the drawing is given, so like here starting point is a point and end point is after completion of the entire traverse, uh, after completion of the entire traverse closing error is a, so this error is a closing error. So here starting point and end point are not the same, and here line is some of the other difference, so line is not exactly joined with a starting point, so this error is known as a closing error. So here compulsory we find out the latitude and departure, and from the latitude and departure we find out the total length of the closing error. So this type of the problem is created when measurement of the angle is errored, or measurement is not perfectly, horizontal measurement is not perfectly done by the surveyor. So here closing error EE is equal to AA1. So here this AA1, so E is equal to under root of sum of latitude square plus sum of departure square. So sum of latitude and departure is already given in an example, and the direction of the closed error is given by tan theta is equal to sum of D by sum of L. So here this angle, this one angle, this one is measured by this equation sum of departure and sum of latitude. So the sign of the sum of latitude and sum of departure will thus define, and here we find out the closing error. So now relative error of a closure, so it is convention to express the closing error with the with a numerator as a unit. Such a error is called as a relative error of a closure, and the relative error of closure is a closing error divided by perimeter of the traverse. So here in a short form closing error E, which are already discussed in a last slide, sum of latitude square plus sum of departure square whole under root, and perimeter is a capital P. So relative error of the closure is a E by P. Now next is the adjustment of the angular error. So how to adjust? So in a closed traverse, the sum of the interior angle is a 2n minus 4 into 90. So this equation we are already discussed in a first semester basic civil engineering subject, or elements of civil engineering subject. So 2n minus 4 into 19. So here n is the number of the lines, so like a to b, b to c, c to d, d to e, e to a. So like there are 5 lines, so here put here n value is a 5. So interior angle is a summation of the 2 multiplied by 5 minus 4 into 90. So error is distributed equally by each angle of the traverse. So like error is like a one angle or two angle error is generated. So two angle divided by number of the station. So like number of station is a 5, so each and every station like angle is a 1 degree error angle. So 1 degree divided by 5 station, so we got a sum of the answer in a minute. So error is distributed in all the stations, like in a positive error and negative error depending on a output. Now adjustment of a bearing, so these are the important point. So adjustment of the bearing, so correction of the bearing of each line as an under, like correction for the first line, so E divided by N. So E we already discussed, under root of sum of latitude square plus sum of departure square, and N is the numbers of line. Second correction for second line, so 2E divided by N. Correction for a third line, 3 divided by N, and correction for the last line, NE divided by N. Now here start a new topic is balancing the traverse. So the operation of applying correction to the latitude and departure is such a way that sum of latitude is equal to 0 and sum of departure is equal to 0 is known as a balancing the traverse. So the following rules are adopted for the balancing the traverse is a Bodish rule, and second is a transit rule. So Bodish rule is also called a compass rule, is generally used for the adjustment of the traverse, in which the angle and distance are measured with the same precision, and a correction to latitude or a departure of any side. So total error in a latitude or departure multiplied by length of the that side and perimeter of the traverse. So like equation like this, CL, L is the correction to latitude, L is the latitude, is equal to sum of the latitude multiplied by length of that side, and perimeter of the traverse is a sum of latitude. Similarly, in a transit rule, so these rules are applied to balance the traverse when the angular measurement are more precise than the linear measurement. So here angular measurement is accurate as compared to horizontal measurement or a distance. So correction of latitude or departure of any side is a total error of the latitude, means sum of the L multiplied by latitude divided by arithmetic sum of the latitude. And similarly, if we find out the departure, so CD is equal to sum of the D multiplied by D divided by DT. Now next topic we start is a traverse area. So there are the main 5 methods for the traverse area. First is a meridian distance method. Second is a double meridian distance method. Another name is a DMD method. And third one is a double parallel distance method. Fourth one is a departure and total latitude method. And fifth one is a coordinate method. So in a GTU examination, this question is asked like analyze the types of the or a method of the traverse area and explain any one or two in detail, or individually ask, also ask in a as a 3 marks. So one by one we discuss. First method is the meridian distance method, it's called a MDM method. So meridian distance M of any point in a particular distance of the point from the reference meridian, and a meridian distance is also known as a longitudinal distance. So like a meridian distance of a point 1 2 3 4 is 1 2 3 4 points are M1, M2, M3 and M4. So here 1 2 3 point 1 2 3 and 4, all the 4 points are at a center of the line, and distance, this one is M2 M1, M2, M3 and M4. So this 4 point is a distance M1, M2, M3 and M4. So in a figure, if the point 1 is the midpoint of the line AB, the meridian distance of a AB line will be M1. So here AB line and the meridian distance is a M1. Now in a figure, AB line, BC line, CD line and DA line are D1, D2, D3 and D4 respectively. So here this one is a D1, and for a 2 point this one is a D2, for a 3 point this one is a D3, and for a 4 point is a D4. It's a departure. And similarly in a latitude, so this one L1, these two L2, sorry, L4, L2 and L3. Now M1, meridian distance M1 is a D1 divided by 2. So M1, so this distance is a D1 divided by 2, means half of the D1. Now meridian distance for a 2, M2 is equal to M1, means this portion, plus D1 divided by 2 plus D2 divided by 2. Clear? So this distance is the M2 is the M1 plus D2, D1 divided by 2 plus D2 divided by 2. Similarly M3 is M2 plus D2 divided by 2 minus D3 divided by 2. So we got this distance M3. Similarly M4 is M3, this distance, minus D3 divided by 2 minus D4 divided by 2. So we reach this point and we got the answer for the meridian distance for M4. Now area of the ABCD can be written as a capital A is equal to area CCBB, this one, CCDD and minus DAD and minus BAB. So area is equal to M2L2 plus M3L3 minus M4L4 minus M1L1. So these are the area for a particular traverse. Now second method is a double meridian distance method. It's also called a DMD method. So in a double meridian distance is the twice of the meridian distance, and DMD is represented by the letter capital M. So here similarly M1 is equal to 2M1, and we are already discussed in a last slide, M1 is equal to D1 by 2. So 2 times D1 by 2 is a D1. Similarly M2 is a 2 times M2 is equal to this equation we are already discussed. So M1 plus D1 by 2 plus D2 by 2. So M1 here 2M1 is equal to D1. So M1 is a D1 by 2. So here put the M1 value at here, D1 by 2. Now multiply entire section with 2. So 2D, we got the answer 2D1 plus D2. So M2 is equal to M1 plus D1 plus D2, because here D1 D1 plus D1 is a 2D1. So D1 is M1 plus D1 plus D2. Similarly M3 and M4. Clear? So here area of the traverse ABCD is given by the A is equal to 1 by 2 BB plus CC multiplied by BC, and 1 by 2 CC plus DD CD minus 1 by 2 DD AD minus 1 by 2 BB AB. Now BB plus CC is equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3. So D1 is already discussed, is A1 M1, and D2 is as it is, and D3 is as it is. Now M2 is a summation of the all the values, we got the M2. Similarly CC plus DD is M3, and DB is M4, and BD is M1. Now put all the values in a above equation, so we got this answer. So area is for a double departure method is area is a summation of the ml is a 1 by 2 summation of the ml. Now next method is a double parallel distance method. So the parallel distance of a line is the distance of its midpoint from the reference parallel measured at a right angle to the reference parallel, and DPD method twice the parallel distance. So the area of a traverse can be obtained in terms of DPD by replacing amp and L by P and D. So 2A is equal to sum of the P multiplied by D, where P is a double parallel distance and D is a departure. Now another fourth method is a departure and total latitude method. So here one of the rule is that total latitude of a point is equal to the algebraic sum of the latitude and of a preceding station of a latitude of a preceding line. So here total latitude of a station ABCD are L0 dash minus L1 minus L2 minus L3. Now area of the traverse ABCD computed as the area of ABA. So ABA. Similarly BBCC, similarly DCC, and area of DAD. So when we area is measured with a latitude, so this type of the equation is created. So minus L1 minus L1 minus L2 minus L2 plus L3 and L3. So here departure is in the form the D1 D2 D3 and minus D4. Now fifth method is a coordinate method. So in this method independent coordinate of the points are to be used in the computation of the area, so better than the DMG method. So here two coordinates are there, xy in all the points, and area of the trapezoidal area is 1 by 2 x5 minus x1 plus y5 plus y1. Similarly area is equal to 1 by 2 x5 minus x1 y5 minus plus y1 plus x4 minus x5 y4 plus y5 plus x3 minus x4 y3 plus y4 minus 1 by 2 x2 minus x1 y2 plus y1 minus 1 by 2 x3 minus x2 y3 plus y2. Now solve the entire equation and we got the answer like this. So here uh, in a simple terms, so write the x1 x2 x3 x4 at upper side and y1 y2 y3 at a lower side, and the starting point and end point are similar. So a1 is equal to 1 by 2 in the bracket x1 plus y2 sorry x1 into y2 plus x2 into y3 plus x3 y4 plus x4 y5 plus x5 y1. Now in a reverse direction, minus x1 y5 minus x5 y4 minus x4 y3 minus x3 y2 minus x2 y1. So these are the simple method to solve this coordinate method problem. Now let's start different examples. Now example number 1, the latitude and departure of the line of a closed towers are given below. Calculate the area of the towers. So here north, south, east, west direction is already given, and in a next lecture we discuss or start this type of the example. So here this type of the example asked in a G2 in a 4 marks. So in a next lecture we start a example like latitude and departure example, and we calculate the closed towers. Thank you.